This is Joel, who says he falls in love a lot, but he's never been married. We showed him videotapes of these 3 single women, and he picked one as his date. Which one did he choose? Which one will our audience choose? And this is Ron. He says he's looking for a woman who's the perfect 20. Which one of these women did he choose? Which one will our audience choose? Today on Love Connection, you'll find out who they picked, who the audience picked, and everything that happened on their dates. Now, here to tell us more about Love Connection is our host, Chuck Woolery.
There are more than 60 million single adults in the United States, so here on Love Connection, we've got a new way for singles to meet. Here's how it works. We've compiled a videotape library of hundreds of attractive and available single people. We select some of those singles and we show them 3 videotapes. Now, after they watch the tapes, they choose the one that they're most attracted to and go out on a date. And they come here and they tell us what happened on the date. So to begin with, let's meet a man who selected a date from our video library. He's from New York. Says he's a lovable, super nice guy. He's a teddy bear of a guy, as a matter of fact. Please welcome Joel Weiss. Joel? What? Lovable teddy bear?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well, most men are animals and they're after sex, and I'm a romanticist, and I just want to have some fun and see what happens. Let it come.
After
Let it happen.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you're from New York. How do you like California girls? They're a little different.
Well, when I first got here, the first week, you know, I didn't know where I was going, so I went to Beverly Hills to meet a friend, and this guy went in the wrong building, in the wrong elevator and everything, and this girl raped me in an elevator, so, you know, I didn't know what was happening, really, truly.
Just a typical day in Hollywood, folks. Nice to see. We're going to show you a portion of the tapes that Joel saw. So watch very closely because we're going to ask you to vote again, okay? First, there was Barbara. Now, Barbara's from Cleveland. She likes clean-cut men who wear glasses, and here's what she says about her own looks.
I hate being as big as I am. I would love to be 110 pounds like Cheryl Tiegs, but it's not going to be, so I try and stay in shape, and I try and stay at a certain level, you know, like a 5-pound leeway, so that I'm never too big, never too, you know, if I could ever get down a little bit, I'll be real happy, but as long as I don't go over, I'm okay.
Next, there was Elaine. Now, she's from Chicago. She enjoys people watching, and she thinks most men are strange. Here's why.
Well, they don't know how to handle their feelings, you know. They kind of, I like how guys change it around when they do something wrong, they dump it on you like it's your fault. That's what I don't like about them. That's what's strange. I haven't figured them out yet. I'm constantly trying.
Finally, you watch Lisa. Now, she likes to sew and cook, and she plays the oboe. And here's the first thing she looks for in me.
Oh, gosh, a great smile. That's the first thing I notice is a great smile with a good, healthy look is a real turn on. Also a man that asks me a lot of questions. I like someone who's real interested.
Okay, before we find out who Joel chose as his date, let's take a look at these ladies again, okay? First, there was Barbara. She's 29, and she's a hospital administrator. Then Elaine, she's 26 years old, and she's a bookkeeper. And finally, Lisa, she's a speech pathologist, and she's 29. Okay, audience, it's time to vote again. Who do you think is right for Joel? Here in the studio and at home, too. Please make your choice right now, okay? We're going to take a break, and when we return, we're going to find out who you selected and everything that happened on their date.
Any real city, you brush past people, people bump into you. In L.A., nobody touches you. I think we miss that touch so much that we crash into each other just so we can feel something.
Give me the key! Ryan! Step out of the vehicle.
Honey, stay inside!
Give me some space. What are you gonna do?
I know this man.
It's okay, Daddy. I'll protect you.
Crash. Saturday at 9 on Game TV.
With Chef's Plate, you can cut out everything you don't need in making a delicious meal. Like an entire trip to the grocery store. Also a painful amount of prep time. Whoa! Okay, so we're playing this up a little. Expensive groceries are the worst. With Chef's Plate, you can get rid of that and keep more of this. Cut right to delicious with a smarter way to make a homemade meal. All while cutting some of the price out, too. Now you're just showing off.
Jacob's Creek Moscato, the lighter way to enjoy your wine. Afternoon or into the evening. Now available with 50% less sugar. Jacob's Creek Moscato, Light, bright, day or night.
The magic is calling you to the Walt Disney World 50th Anniversary celebration.
What if we colored outside the lines? Transform the expected into the unexpected into endless possibilities. Let our hearts lead instead of our heads. With colors flying in the face of tradition. Free to awaken our senses. Then color would take on a whole new meaning. Beauty Tone. Rethink color. Only at home hardware and building centers.
HelloFresh. Discover a wide range of delicious recipes delivered to your door on a day that suits you with just about all the ingredients you need. Order your box now at hellofresh.ca.
We're going to find out who the audience picked a little bit later on, but let's find out who Joel selected. Joel, who'd you pick?
I picked Lisa.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, now in Love Connections, we always hear both sides of the story. Lisa's backstage, so let's welcome Lisa Kalischer. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, I'll be back to talk to you in just a minute, honey. Hold on just a second. Why did you choose Lisa?
Well, she was independent. She was smart. She was funny. I liked this smile. And I just had a feeling about her.
Lisa, what was your first impression of Joel?
Well, my first impression of Joel was that he had a great smile and really sparkly eyes. I thought he was a nice-looking man.
Good. All right. Well, you guys are off to a good start. What happened on the date, Joel?
Well, we went to the Renaissance Fair.
Did you go in costume when you went?
No. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing the same thing I wore on the date.
Oh, good.
And I haven't cleaned it
Looks
since.
nice. Oh. So you went to the Renaissance Fair. What happened?
Well, we talked. I tried to make a move on it, but it didn't work.
You did?
Yeah.
Well.
Really? What did you do?
Just put my arm around her, try to kiss her and everything.
What did you do, Lisa, when he tried to put his arm around and kiss you?
Well, I was very flattered. I felt I was responsive to a point. Yeah, this was a first date.
Did you kiss him?
Yeah. Oh, of course I kissed him. He's a great kisser.
You are too. And then we went to Malibu, but we never got there because the traffic and everything. And then we went to Yamashiro's. It was great.
That was lovely.
It was great, yeah.
Good dinner?
Excellent dinner, the best dinner there.
Then what happened?
Then we opened a $53 bottle of champagne.
Where'd that come from?
Jerry, a party.
A party?
Jerry Buss's party.
Did Jerry Buss give this to you on occasion?
No, I'm arrested now. I worked as a waiter there, and I stuck in my jacket and walked out.
Oh, John!
It was a wonderful ball.
I'm finished as a waiter. I'm finished in a lot of things.
I'm afraid to ask what happened next, Joel.
No, we went to Haagen-Dazs, had ice cream, and we talked about life, and went back to my apartment. We had a good time. We just talked, and we really had a good time. I tried to make a move on her again, but I learned a lot about her. Very positive.
You learned that you don't make a move on her on the first
No,
date.
well, you know, I'm a romanticist. I just, I don't push it. It happens. It just happens. And I really had a good time.
How did it end?
Sweetly. I kissed her. I wanted to see her again. And it was Memorial Day, so when I left her...
No, I left him.
That's right. She left me. She had the car.
She's in the car, right.
We have a pool, and I've been wanting to swim all day.
Yeah?
So the clothes I'm wearing, I just dived into the pool.
You didn't?
I did.
Oh,
You
my
missed
God.
that part.
Yeah, I missed that
You got
part.
more in store for you, Lisa, it sounds like.
It was
You guys
great.
had a great day.
We had a great day.
Yeah, I hope the audience picked Lisa. Let's see if they did, okay? Let's take a look and see what they picked.
Oh,
68.
All right, hey.
All right. You want to take Lisa out again?
Definitely.
We'll pick up the tab.
Definitely.
Lisa, you want to go out again?
I'd love
You want
to.
to come out and join us on stage?
Sure, I'd love
Come
to.
on, hon. Haven't seen each other for a while. Well, it sounds like you two had a great time. Come right around on this side, honey. It sounds like you two had a great time.
Yeah, we really did. Excellent time.
That's
Really
nice.
fun time.
That's great. Thanks for coming on the show and sharing with us. We have a nice gift for both of you. And hope that you'll come back and see us again.
I'd love to,
Yeah,
thanks.
Definitely.
We're going to come right back in just a minute. You hang in there.
What's behind curtain number 1?
It's a giant cardboard boombox.
Let's make a deal. Next on Game TV.
Time to tackle the ultimate obstacle course, the mind.
Let's go.
Everybody can play. Put 5 minutes on the clock, but very few can win.
List these numbers in alphabetical order.
8, 9, 7.
Correct.
Hypnotized, lock it in.
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 Bring it on.
I am shaking.
Mental Samurai. Tuesdays at 8 on Game TV.
At YoPlay, we believe that growing kids need strong bones. So go ahead, get out there and play. YoPlay, with calcium and vitamin D to help build strong bones. Black Diamond Cheese Strings, the stringable cheese snack that nourishes kids and their imaginations.
Black Diamond Combo. A delicious combination of Black Diamond natural cheese, perfectly paired with dried fruits and roasted nuts. Just open and enjoy. Black Diamond Combo, a nutritious snack.
When you begin your morning with delicious honey bunches of oats, you make your day and the world around you a whole bunch better. You're the ingredient the world needs. So go on. Make a bunch happen.
Welcome to Wheels.Games, your free casino. Oh, fantastic. Wheels keep spinning.
Wheels.Games, your free casino.
Red Bull gives you wings.
And this time, let's meet a man who chose a date from our videotape library. He was raised in Philadelphia, likes tennis and cooking, and says he's a man's man. Please welcome Ron Young. Hey, Ron. Welcome to the show. Ron, I hear the expression all the time, man's man. What is a man? What's your definition of a man's man, anyway?
Well, I think he's a rogue's rogue. He's the kind of guy that's been out there, experienced, diversified. Or Robert Mitchum.
Are you a ladies' man as well?
Love him.
You say you're looking for a perfect 20, is that right? What does that mean?
A perfect 20. That's a one with about 20 million. No. A perfect 20 is, I would think, a sophisticated, gentle, self-sufficient, bright lady. Good sensitivities, good qualities.
How do you regard yourself? Are you shopping up or are you shopping down? Do you feel like you're a perfect 20 and you're looking for somebody to match you, or are you looking for somebody that's much better than you are?
Probably just as equal.
Okay, that's fair enough. Listen, he's a man with a high self-esteem, I say. Based on Ron's preferences, now he was shown videotapes and questionnaires of 3 women. Now, we're going to show you a portion of the tapes that he saw, and you and our audience, and you and our home audience as well. Watch very closely, because we're going to ask you to pick a woman that you think is best for Ron. Remember, he's looking for a 20. Now, first, there was Terry. She says she likes to snuggle and go places she's never been before, and sometimes she's afraid to tell people what she does for a living.
I was working full-time as the advertising coordinator for Hustler magazine, and not thinking that, people would ask me what I do, and I'd say I work for Hustler and I'm a masseuse. And initially their reaction was, oh, really? So I stopped doing that in the same breath for a while.
Next, there was Bonnie. Now, she's from Chicago. She thinks she's too caught up in her career, and here's what she has to say.
In my experience, people that are caught up and obsessed with how much things cost are lacking a lot as human beings. They're stingy in other areas. They're probably stingy emotionally. They're probably basically very selfish people, and I don't think I'd want anything to do with them.
Finally, Ron, you watched Carol. Now, she's a weightlifter. Says that most men are afraid of women, and here's what she said happened on a recent date.
I met this gentleman, and we sort of hit it off in conversation, and I gave him my telephone number, called me up, we went out on a date to a restaurant, and up shows his wife. He didn't tell me he was married. She created a scene, and I hate to be embarrassed. I detest embarrassment, and so I kind of like slid under the table and groped my way out.
Now, Ron selected one of these women for his date. Before he tells us who he chose, we're going to see all three women again. First, there was Terry. Now, she's a 29-year-old masseuse. Then Bonnie, she's a journalist, and she's 36. Finally, Carol. Now, she's an auditor, and she's also 36. Okay, audience, it's time to vote. Now, who do you think is the best lady for Ron? Here in the studio, and you at home, too. Please make your choices now. In a little while, we'll find out who the audience chose, but right now, let's find out who Ron selected. Okay, Ron, who did you select?
I selected Bonnie.
Bonnie. Okay, now on Love Connections, we get both sides of the story. We ask our couples not to speak to each other after their date, and we keep them apart so that they'll be less inhibited about telling their story. Now, Bonnie's backstage, and we're going to say hello to Bonnie Robertson. Hi, Bonnie. Hi. What was your first impression of Ron?
Fat and 40.
Oh, this is, yeah, I can see where I'm going to be now.
We're in deep trouble.
This may start off slow and taper. Okay, Ron, must I ask? Tell me what happened on the date.
The date. It's like the date was like the past, boring.
Where did you go? What did you do?
We went over to a little place called Raphael's in Santa Monica, Italian restaurant. Had a nice dinner. She's a nice lady. Blind dates are real tough. Real tough.
Anything to add to that, Bonnie?
It was a very nice restaurant that his family coincidentally owns.
Oh.
So we had an interesting, we had a dinner à trois. Instead of a menage à trois, we had dinner. His nephew, Ron, and myself. And the two of them discussed their horse. Somebody owns a horse, I think his nephew or someone. And, you know, I sat there and went, no, this is great. This is terrific.
How come you didn't spend more time talking to her? Was there...
I didn't spend more time talking to her because she impressed me as the kind of woman that was a buy me, give me, take me, bring me, surprise me, and don't touch me kind of lady.
Do you see yourself like this?
Well, I'll tell you something. I love all the fine things in life, and I've had a really nice life, and mostly because I've worked hard, and I'm the kind of lady people like to do things for because I'm a very giving person.
Tell me what happened. What happened after dinner? I mean, obviously you didn't have a wonderful dinner.
It was not, well, listen.
Not a memorable dinner anyway.
It was not a memorable dinner.
Wait.
No, we just relaxed and called it a real early night.
So
oh, Ron, come on, Ron. You've got to tell the truth.
What happened?
No, Ron invited me back to his Marina Del Rey singles pad after impressing me with that he had lived on the main line in Philadelphia, and he thought, as most guys out here who live down the marina think, this is it. It's a nice, charming, cozy little apartment that typically newly divorced men take on after they moved out of the house.
You went, hold on, wait a minute. You went to this apartment?
Yeah.
After this dinner and all this abuse?
Chuck, I've got to tell you something. It's the first time in my life anybody told me that I needed a manicure, that my socks were wrong.
Oh. Well, now you got to his apartment, and it's a little place down in Marina Del Rey. What did you do?
We had a drink, and we listened to Ron tell me about his ideal woman and that I was an okay kid, and that I deserved to find someone really terrific.
And what time did you go home?
Well, Ron gentlemanly walked me to my car and gave me a little pat good night, and it was probably about 11:30.
On the shoulder? Did he kiss you? Or?
I think he kissed me on the cheek.
Okay.
Aw.
And that was about 11 o'clock?
11:30.
That's how it ended, huh?
It was fine.
How it ended.
That was it. What time did it really end?
6 o'clock.
The first phone call. The first phone call, it ended.
Let's find out who the audience picked. Let's see. Let's kind of look over here. Not the same person. Carol. Ron, the audience picked Carol. Would you like to go out with her?
No, thank you.
No? We're going to pay the bill. You're going to pick your own, huh?
Yeah, I'll pick my own.
Listen, Bonnie, honey, thank you very much for being on the show.
You're welcome.
We have a nice gift for you, okay?
Thank you.
You just stay right there. We don't have to go anywhere, okay? We're going to take a break, and when we return, the audience is going to select a date for our next guest. We'll be right back right after this.
You talking to me? That's good.
Let's do that again.
Oh, righty then.
It is such a good movie.
I never thought I was going to work at Amazon, but I needed a job to support my family. They had one, and I took it.
I saw there was a lot of opportunity. I had multiple promotions since joining. The associates, the managers, they care about people. That's one of the biggest parts of Amazon in Quebec. I'm staying to show my son how to make a career. That's why I want to be a manager. I just need a few more promotions.
Just because it's getting cold outside doesn't mean you have to catch one. To help prevent colds, Emergency Immune Plus gives you a blend of essential nutrients, vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. So you can help prevent colds all season long with Emergency Immune Plus.
Jenny's done it again. With proven weight loss plans, with incredible chef-crafted meals, and real results. Lose up to 17 pounds in your first 4 weeks with Rapid Results Max. Jenny's most effective program ever. Limited time offer. Visit jennycraig.com. Love, Jenny.
Play your way. Casumo.net.
Vaseline's expertise on healing dry skin starts with moisturizing glycerin and replenishing pro lipids. The ultimate rescue ingredients in extremely dry skin rescue. Starts healing dry skin from first use. Vaseline Clinical Care.
Wholesome peanuts. The first and often favorite ingredient in this sweet and salty Nature Valley granola bar.
Yup, fuels. Coordination. Yup, fuels.
Our next guest was shown videotapes of 3 men, and rather than choose her own date, she has agreed to let our audience decide who she would go out with. So let's meet her right now. She likes to dance, likes to play tennis. She says she's never had a bad date. Please welcome Dawn Summit. Hi, Dawn. How are you, honey?
Fine, how are
Nice to see you. What pretty eyes you have.
So do you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You aren't nervous, are you?
Oh, no.
You seem to be shaking a little bit. Now, just relax. It's going to be easy, believe me. How is it possible that you've never had a bad date?
I refuse to have one.
Huh? Why? I mean, what if...
It's attitude. Everything's attitude. I just decide I'm going to have fun, and I have fun.
So no matter if the guy's rude and all that kind of stuff, you just have a good time in spite of him?
I'd probably hit him or something. And
That makes you have a good time even if you hit him. I got you. Okay. You think you're ready for marriage again?
No, see, that's when I get turned off, when I get with someone a long time. So this way, I just stay with them for a short time, and I like them.
How long do you figure? How long do you... Dawn, we got to play this straight, Dawn.
Boy, have you got a wrong number.
Oh. How long do you keep these people? I don't know how to say this. How long do you stay with these people?
3 or 4 years.
Well, that's a pretty long time. We're going to show you some of the portions of the videotapes that Dawn saw. Now, remember, she's agreed to let the audience right here decide who she should go out with, okay? So watch very carefully. First, there was Fernando. Now, he enjoys all sports, he loves a challenge, and that's what it would take for him to get married.
Be somebody that just sweeps me off my feet, somebody that's going to give me a spark. I figured, hey, that's when Fernando's going to melt and go after somebody. In the meantime, I guess Fernando just stays single till the right person comes into his life. No, she doesn't have to be beautiful and, you know, so educated and all these good things. It just got to be somebody who I really hit it off with, who I feel like, you know, sharing my life with. Somebody I can take care of.
Okay, next there was David. Now he's looking for a woman to share sunsets with, and here's what he'd do if the audience chooses him.
Try to combine several things like sightseeing, dancing, going maybe to a concert or something, and eating dinner all at the same time. So I try to do as much as I can, especially when someone else is picking up the tab, looking to meet somebody. I'm not going anywhere on a regular basis right now. And to get the date paid for, and this way I get a chance, which is all right with me, to pick up the tab, you know, spend more than I would normally spend on the first date.
Finally, there's John. Now, he says he likes to be spontaneous and tells us the time when he switched dates with his best friend.
A friend of mine told me he had this beautiful girl to fix me up with for the wedding reception, and we ended up doubling on the date, and I went and picked her up, and I met her mother, and her mother weighed about 300 pounds, and I kind of knew I might be in trouble, so I greeted her, and she was about 200 pounds. And I went back to the car, and I just had my fist out. My friend, I could have just killed him, and he was giving me one of these, like, hey, you know. Later on, the girl was standing up on a chair dancing, and we were all sitting around there, and she fell through the wooden chair and just got stuck, and I went running away. I was so embarrassed.
Okay, audience, before you decide who Don should go out with, let's take a look at all three men one more time, okay? First, there was Fernando. He's a personnel administrator, and he's 35 years old. David, a 34-year-old computer analyst. Finally, John, he's also 34, and he's an athletic director. Time to vote now. Who do you think the best man is for Dawn? Please make your choice and make it right now, okay? Yeah. What kind of man do you like? If you're really looking for the kind of guy you like to be with.
Someone like me. Wonderful.
Someone like you. It'd be kind of tough to be a man and be like you, Dawn. I don't know how to tell you this. But what qualities?
Someone that's very together and very sure of themselves, knows themselves well, and good sense of humor. Very important.
Money?
Intelligent.
Intelligent?
Rich is nice.
Rich? Funny?
Funny.
Is that important? Funny? I mean, not funny looking, but funny,
Probably not important.
Good sense of humor, I guess.
Just to have a good sense of humor, because I like to be the
Right.
comic, so.
Oh, so you want a reactor, you don't want an actor. I got you. I think the audience's vote is ready. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Let's see who you won. Who won you, I should say. Fernando, 43%. Excited?
Yes.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I hope this doesn't turn out to be your first bad date.
It won't happen. It'll be fun.
It'll be great.
I promise.
You're going to come back and tell us what a great time you
Yes.
had. Okay. I think that'd be great. We want you to come back real soon, will you?
Yes.
Okay. That's our show for today, folks. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to have more singles trying to make a love connection. I'm Chuck Woolery, and hope you like it.
Some guest on Love Connection will receive one of the following. Jovan Musk. Drop for drop, Jovan Musk has brought together more men and women than any other fragrance in history. Try it today and see for yourself. Jovan Musk. Or a tote bag from Pan American World Airways. Across the country and around the world, serving 6 continents, 47 countries, and over 110 cities. Pan Am, you can't beat the experience. Or a versatile, full-valued 106-channel public service scanner radio. Scan for the action with Regency. Or Uline Combo 19 Ice Maker with 2.1 cubic foot refrigerator. May produce 22 pounds of ice cubes daily using minimum energy. No drain needed. This is Rod Roddy, speaking for Love Connection.
Bristol 23 and 29er 15 requesting backup.
Hello?
Nobody's going to be able to help you if you start hurting people.
We're bugging in here, man.
I understand. You're under a lot of pressure.
I can help you get out of this.
First, they're going to shoot out those cameras, and then they're going to shoot you.
Try to save your life. Kids are in the house. Stand down.
Listen to me. From this point on,
You control what happens to them.
Hostage, Friday at 9 on Game TV.